Hi, today I'm going to talk about the Harris Communications RF110A HF linear amplifier. And it consists of two units. The bottom unit is the power supply. The upper unit's the RF deck. Now this amplifier will operate from 1.8 to 30 megahertz. And the driver stage is a pair of 8122s. And the finals are a pair of 4CX1500Bs. Now I'll move into the front panel here, show you some of the functionality. First thing is these fuses here are just for the 240 volt line coming in. This switch here is the primary power switch, which provides 240 volts to the power supply, and it is indicated by this power indication lamp. And also, there's fuses for the different power supplies, and also for the fan that's used for the to provide forced air onto the tubes. And this is just for the blower fuse, and the exciter coupler, which is the antenna coupler, which is an accessory, external accessory. And 28 volt DC power and 500 volt DC power. And this is the inlet for the forced air, which there's a fan that's used that runs at a high RPM. It's like 10,000 RPM that forces air over the driver and final tubes. And this control here is for the output power. Show how much output power. And below here is a locked potentiometer used to adjust the final bias current. This is the amplifier enable switch, manual enable switch. It's momentarily or for continuous on. And the band switch. There's a 20 position band switch, which also has an automatic position, so you can actually switch bands remotely. And here's an overload indicator. If you have any kind of problems, there's a protection circuit, quite a few different circuits for protection inside the amplifier. If you have a fault, that light will come up, and once you get the fault cleared, you can reset it with this switch right here. And this is the output power meter. It measures output power and also reflected power, so you can measure SWR. And high voltage indicator. Now high voltage will come up after 3 minutes after this is powered on. Primary power comes on. It takes 3 minutes. It allows 3 minutes for the tubes to get the full temperature before the high voltage comes on. And let's see, this other multiple function meter is used to measure driver and final current, and also driver and final plate and screen voltages. And also, it also in the middle position here, it'll measure input power, RF input power to the amplifier. Now looking at the power supply, it just has a fan that comes on once the high voltage is on. The fan will come on for the power supply. It also has a power on indicator when you turn on the primary power. And it also has a high voltage indicator, and it's fused for the DC 24 volt fuse. Now I'll take a look at the back of the amplifier. And as you can see, this is the 240 volt line coming in, primary power. This J7 is used for control for the RF deck. And this cable from the power supply to the deck provides all the voltages for the RF deck. This is RF output, and this other connector here is the RF input. So hopefully next video I can get this amplifier operational and show you a demonstration of it online.